Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ariful from Statistics Indonesia, and my partner, Yihmakutaning Dewi from Statistik Indonesia 2, is to Indah Setyaningsih from Polstat STIS. We are here to present our study about the impact of information and communication technology on the welfare of population in Eastern Indonesia. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries in the world are expected to experience a slowdown or decrease in HDI growth or Human Development Index. In similar, Indonesia's HDI growth in 2020 also experienced slowing growth compared to previous years. In 2020, the national HDI figure was 71.94, an increase of only 0.02 points compared to 2019 with 71.92. In the National Medium-Term Development Plan 2020 until 2024, the territorial development is one of the national priorities aimed at resolving the problem of disparity. In the last 5 years, in general, the development of HDI in 34 provinces in Indonesia has increased, but there is still disparity in HDI achievement between Western Indonesia and Eastern Indonesia. The information and communication technology, or ICT, is growing very rapidly over the past few years. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, the internet usage increased significantly from 47.69% in 2019 to be 53.73% in 2020. Moreover, several studies mention that the development of information technology is closely related to the development and business activities of the regions. This study aims to analyze the impact of internet usage as a proxy of ICT to HDI as a proxy of welfare in Eastern Indonesia. The literature review, we use the theory from Todar and Smith state that the level of population welfare can be influenced by three main factors: income per capita, poverty, and income inequality. Also, we construct the ICT as variable of interest based on several previous studies from Jo, Skatten, Dahlan, and Agus Salim, Indonesia Ministry of National Development, or Bappenas. They found that the impact of ICT to the welfare of the population.
Methodology. The data used in this study is secondary data in the form of cross-section obtained from the Statistik Indonesia in Eastern Indonesia in 2020 on several variables include Human Development Index or HDI, percentage of internet user, percentage of poor population, capital expenditure, and per capita income. The analytical methods used in this study are descriptive analysis and inference analysis. Descriptive analysis is useful for describing HDI and percentage of internet user and other variables in the form of thematic maps. Meanwhile, inference analysis is useful for knowing the effect of independent variable on dependent variable. Inference analysis in the study use multiple linear regression. The equations used in this study are as follows. Next. Figure 1 is a thematic map of HDI in Eastern Indonesia. Based from the figure, we can know that in 2020, East Kalimantan is the province with the highest HDI. This achievement because improving the quality of human resource as the first goal in the regional spending revenue budget. On the other side, Papua is the province with the lowest value of HDI. The quality of human resource in Papua province is low because of the mindset of people who prioritize ceremonies and parties rather than education. Next. Figure 2 shows percentage of internet user in Eastern Indonesia in 2020. East Kalimantan is the province with the highest percentage of internet user. Meanwhile, Papua is the province with the lowest percentage of internet user. From figure 1 and 2, we can know the province with the highest percentage of internet user is the province with the highest SDI. Moreover, the province with the lowest percentage of internet user is the province with the lowest SDI too. Therefore, it can be stated that the percentage of internet user affect the SDI in Eastern Indonesia. This is reinforced through research conducted by Ece Mayofi and Ece Mayofi et al. We state that the increase of internet user has a significant effect on human development in West Africa. Next. Figure 3 shows percentage of poor people in Eastern Indonesia in 2020. Papua is the province with the largest percentage of poor people. The province with the highest poverty tend to have difficult to reach population mobility on distribution of goods, services, logistics, and health facilities. South Kalimantan is the province with the lowest percentage of poor people in Eastern Indonesia. South Kalimantan has a flagship program in poverty alleviation called Gerbang Mas Taskin. The flow of savings and loan funds from the effort conducted by Gerbang Mas Taskin succeeded in powering the economy of the community. Next. Figure 4 shows capital expenditure in Eastern Indonesia in 2020. Southeast Sulawesi is the province with the biggest capital expenditure, and the province with the smallest capital expenditure is Gorontalo. Next. Figure 5 shows per capita income in Eastern Indonesia in 2020. East Kalimantan is the province with the highest per capita income in Eastern Indonesia. This is inversely proportional to East Nusa Tenggara, which is the province with the lowest per capita income. East Nusa Tenggara's population in 2020 is higher than the population of East Kalimantan, but not followed by a high cross-regional product.
To analyze the influence of ICT on population welfare in Eastern Indonesia, we using inference analysis. Inference analysis in this study use multiple linear regression. The result estimation using that method as present in table 1. From this table, we know that percent of internet user has positive and significant effect on Human Development Index, and percent of people has negative and significant effect on Human Development Index. Next. In 2020, the condition of Human Development Index and the percent of internet user in Eastern Indonesia is still uneven, although in general every year is increased. In addition, the percent of internet user has a positive and significant effect on the welfare of the community, while the percent of the poor people has a negative and significant effect on the welfare of the community. Therefore, the expansion of infrastructure, especially ICT infrastructure, not only focused on the Western Indonesia, but also the Eastern Indonesia, because ICT also affect human development. That way, it is expected the welfare gap of the population will shrink. The increased use of the internet during the COVID-19 pandemic can be used as an opportunity to be used a bridge for the distribution of ICT and digital-based economic development in order to achieve equitable welfare, especially in Eastern Indonesia. Next. This is our reference or study. Thank you.